I like to tell a story about when I started in the mortgage business because I know everyone has a story about when they enter the mortgage business, and sometimes it just seems to kind of fall into your lap. And so for me, it kind of fell into my lap. I had actually been working for a company. It was an office products company. It was the first job I'd ever worked at since graduating from college with my associate's degree. So I took a little bit of a pause in college and then started working for this company. Things didn't go so well because I thought that I could come in whenever I wanted because I was such a great worker. They would never let me go, but the inevitable happened and I got let go. So with my head in my lap crying, I went to an interview for another office position. Well, then when I got there, the lady said I was too overqualified for her position, but she did tell me that her husband was hiring in mortgage. So I just thought, okay, I need a job. I was pregnant with my daughter, Bella, who's not now 19 years old. So I just needed a job. I didn't even know what a mortgage was. I was like, okay, how do you even spell that? So then I got to this interview, filled out the app, just answered the questions as much as I could. I was 23 years old. I did the best I could. And then I got hired because of how neat my application was with my printing. So they hired me. They threw me into the mailroom. I was sending out flyers for refinances. I was taking bulk mail to the post office for 2 weeks. And then I come in one day and they say, you're the new processor. I was like, where's Tracy? Well, we let Tracy go, so you're the new processor. So I had to become a processor right away. And I Googled my way through the whole thing. And thank God that they had Google and Safari and Internet Explorer and all of that back then, because I would have just, I don't know, just gone to the library and probably gotten some books to learn about mortgage. So I spent the rest of my pregnancy learning as much as I could. I was processing for a broker. We were doing a bunch of subprime cash out refinances. That's all I knew. And so after I had my daughter, I went on to try to find another job in mortgage, something more substantial, something where I could grow. So I did go through some temp agencies. Those didn't turn out well. And then I saw a position for a renovation specialist with Wells Fargo. And I just said, let me jump at it and do it. I didn't even know what a renovation specialist was. It was for, an FHA 203K loan specialist. I didn't even know what that was. So I just did it. I was like, let me go ahead and do it. I need another job. My daughter's already 4 weeks old. I need to do something else. And my first interview with my first mentor back in the mortgage business was Bob Risen. Hello, Bob, if he's watching this. But we had a great conversation for like an hour. And we just spoke, and he just had so much belief in me. And it just took that one belief to get me to where I am today. He gave me the chance. I started with this company and I did renovation loans, and the rest is history. Definitely the background that I have in renovation lending, because that, if you're in a mortgage originator, that's such a tough and challenging type of program, one of the FHA programs that you have. And then there's also a conventional renovation program as well. But it's such a cumbersome type of process because there's so much involved from beginning to end. So my very first loan I ever originated was an FHA 203K loan. And so I did that up until 2012. And then I decided that I wanted to go into doing something else, not just renovation mortgages. So when I did my first regular loan that wasn't a renovation loan, I just thought, oh my God, this is so easy compared to renovation, because there's just a lot that goes into them and they're challenging at times. So, just having that background in renovation lending has made me that go-to lender for figuring out issues or challenging files, or just being able to advise on the best financial advice that I can give when it comes to a mortgage, just because I have that background and that mindset that, hey, nothing's too hard. Let's go ahead and look at all the avenues. Let's read guidelines. Let's look at other investors that offer programs that maybe Thrive doesn't offer. So I do have that mindset of knowing my guidelines and having that background to back me up. So that's where I'm at with why I think that sets me apart. That's a good question. That is a good question. I originally, as a child, I wanted to become a lawyer. And so that's always been a passion of mine. I always wanted to get into law. But the more that I've done what I've done, I realize that we are kind of like lawyers too. Our underwriters are judges. We're lawyers. We have to put together a good case for our clients and present it to the judge and hope that they see things the way we see things, the way we've put the package together for them. So I have abandoned my dream of becoming a lawyer because I feel like I'm a mortgage lawyer. So that's just my take on, why I love what I do, and I still do it to this day and time. Well, apart from being a mom, apart from being a manager at work, a loan originator, Angela's this person that just loves life. And I love life. I rarely have a bad day. I'm always smiling. If I do have a bad day, you'll know about it because I'll let you know about it. But it's a rare time that I ever get discouraged or I'm sad or I'm in a bad mood. It takes a lot to get me to that point because I just see the outlook. I see good in everything. I love to read. I love to pray. I love to listen to Christian music. I love to listen to regular music. I love to travel. And so all of those things are what make me me. I do a lot for my family. I'm kind of their go-to person for everything financially related, whether it's like making copies or helping my mom do her taxes or helping her buy a house or, things like that. I'm the go-to person in my family for everything financially related. So I'm the mama hen of my family, of my whole family. By choosing me as your go-to lender, I'm going to make sure that everything is looked at from the beginning to the end. I'm not going to overlook anything with your loan because everybody has their own set of loan DNA. You have your own set of loan DNA. I have my own set of loan DNA. So we all have different things that go on with our credit, income, or assets. No file is the same. Every single file is different. So I take an approach like a doctor and I diagnose up front what we need to do to make sure that your loan goes through as seamlessly as possible. Now, when a doctor's performing surgery, yes, he has a plan in mind, but sometimes things come up and you're gonna have to put your doctor hat on and try to fix the issue because there's gonna be things that come up that are unexpected at times during the loan process. So I have also that mentality of, let me put my doctor hat on, let me figure this out. If I'm not worrying, you shouldn't worry either. If you see me worrying, then you should worry as well. But that is rarely the case. That our team is so equipped to handle everything from beginning to the end as seamlessly as possible, as long as everything is presented to us, in a way that there's nothing that's going to come up as a surprise during your loan process. Other than that, I think that you'll have a great time with our team. You'll have a great time with me, getting to know me. I love working with people and I love building those relationships.